Alright everyone, welcome to the Banished Gold race. This is a little bit of a contest between myself, Bluebelly, and another YouTuber by the name of JS Gaming. And our goal with this contest is by the summer of year 50, we're going to see who has the most gold bars. Right now, as you can see, this is a hard start, so we don't have much. 1200 food, 100 firewood, 20 coats, 20 tools. We're off to a hard start. And the first thing I want to do, I'm going to be making videos with all of my gameplay. I don't know if JS will do all of his or if he will be simulating some, but it looks like we've got a river coming around here, so we can feel free to put a trader there and get to work. Now, one thing I did want to say, I wanted to let everybody know, is that we are not allowed to trade for the gold. Okay, we're allowed to, we have to make it. It has to be mined and everything by our town. So that's going to influence our decisions. We're running the red Ketchup Editor's Choice mod, which has gold, so gold bars. So that, I think, makes logical sense as the one to go with. Now, I don't know how, if people think this is a little bit cheating to have it pause to get a few of these things laid out, but I personally don't think that's cheating. I think it's just smart, because I want to make sure that once I click play, they have plenty of work to do and we can get up and running with the things that we need to get done. I'm very concerned about getting ourselves a blacksmith and then a tailor, although I'm going to go ahead and pause that, because before we need that, we're going to need a lumber mill. Let's see, we're going to have, yeah, that should be good. And there should be plenty of food around here to gather. Oh, sorry, wrong button here. Alright, now some of my past series I've been, in the interest of instruction, I've been telling people about my decision making, but I gotta be honest, I'm gonna take this pretty seriously. I'm gonna make sure that I do my absolute best to win. I tend to be a competitive person, and so, having somebody challenge me to a game on Banished was really an exciting thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. I think it's going to be really fun. I really do. We're going to need a ton of trees. Actually, I rarely clear cut, but a whole bunch of these trees are going to go. And before I forget, I'm here putting everything up, and I haven't done a gatherer yet. I have no idea where the city's going to end up. Maybe I'll put the gatherer down here with the hunter. And a forester. I know I could do better with laying out this forest node here, but I think we'll be okay. We're going to need, as soon as we get this housing up, we're going to need a school also before our population gets too big. Maybe I'll go ahead and put that down right there. We don't really have the population for a school just yet, but better to be ready. Oh, I think that's the wrong color blue. I'm not huge on aesthetics, but something like that will trigger me. So, if you're new to the channel, if you just found it because of this contest, welcome. So glad to have you here. Banished is, if not my favorite game, it's certainly up there. So I'm excited to be playing this. I'm excited for the possibilities here. I'm not excited that I'm either going to have to put a fishing hut, a fishing dock over here, or maybe down here. So we'll see how that pans out. If people really enjoy this as much as I think we will enjoy playing it, it's also, we've talked already about, you know, if there's a good bit of interest, maybe we'll do another round and open it up. So if you're interested in that, please do leave a comment that says, you know, I got next, I want in on the next round of this race, and we'll write down your name and get you the information when we set up another one. I guess they're still getting trees. Oh, here I am wondering why they're not building stuff. Now things should go up quickly because I have most of the materials in place for several of the things we're trying to build. Reserve of logs is low. Well, I marked a whole bunch of logs for you to get, so get on it. Okay, we've got some flax. We've got 6 hide coats. Hopefully the hunter will not be delayed too much. I'll tell you what this town is gonna lack in aesthetics, it's gonna make up in efficiency, I hope. We're plugging away. I'll tell you, it's kind of hard to see the iron with this particular base texture. Look at all this iron down here. Oh my word. This is great. So JS Gaming and I are starting with the same seed to make things as even as we can make it. I have not seen any gold yet, so I'm hoping by the end of this... Actually, I don't even know that I'll touch gold for this first, what I'll call episode. I probably won't even get started on the production of gold until my population is stable, because if I don't have extra laborers, there's no point, right? You need to have the... Probably, I don't even think I would start until I can have a foundry. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead. We still have 9 tools and only 9 people working. Yeah, we're definitely low on firewood, and we don't have the... Oh, the lumber mill just finished. Alright, I spoke too soon. I'll take that on the chin. We are going to go ahead and start making lumber. We are going to mark more of these trees for removal. I don't know why I was so weird about my selecting that to begin with. And we will choose to get this iron ore as well. Now I don't know what direction I want to take this town. I'm thinking I need to find a nice place. Maybe I'll put my mines... Maybe I'll put like a quadrant of mines right up here. Hungry? Oh gosh, look at that. Oh my. Please don't starve to death. Go back and eat. Stop working, go eat. You idiot. My apologies. These houses are full of food. But the people didn't go home to eat. Well, the biggest issue that we were going to have with this was getting enough of a labor force. And I've just shot that. So might be GG's already. That's quite frustrating. Well, I guess this changes the tone of the game quite a bit. We're not dead in the water. We've got a 9-year-old girl here and a 13-year-old boy here. So they can make another family once the builder builds this house. It's possible. I don't understand why they didn't get food. They don't have extra food, but they've got plenty of food in the houses. This well, that's frustrating. I'm getting all these alerts now about things being low, but it's because we were at zeros. I mean, this is why you play on hard, though. You know, if we wanted it to be an easy game, we would have started on easy. We don't want it to be easy. I mean, what did I end up losing? Was it 3 people or just 2? I lost 3. So, and 1 was a child. I don't mean to say that to be flippant, but 2 workers I functionally lost. And then shortly thereafter, 2 other people became adult workers. So, hopefully we won't be too far set back. I'm trying to keep everything relatively close. We'll go ahead and throw somebody down here in the in the forester area. Mark this flax. This should be close. Yeah, it just needs a little more stone. But I think this stone is also marked. Yeah, it's just low on their priority list right now, I guess. Oh, there's some gold. This will be our first gold that we get. I'll mark that gold and that iron ore. I'm not really messing with the copper just yet. I may... Is that stone? I've got some copper and some silver here that I'm not really going to mess with for now. Did I mark this stone up here? No, okay, we'll get that too. We are going to have to get the stone and iron ore from around here so that the forester can be more efficient. It's not that far down there. It should be okay. Got a bunch of this stuff marked so that we can start making clothes, because we're going to be out of clothes soon, which is why I want them to get the stone down here to this. Oh, here, like that ginormous stone sitting there. Maybe snag some of this too. See, this game doesn't give you the opportunity to see your queue, like to see all the actions you have queued up, which would be helpful because then you'd be able to see like, oh, okay, you know, they're not listening to me to grab this stuff I'm marking right now because they're still grabbing things I marked. I mean, they're building the school. I put that down 15 minutes ago. So, and I'm not faulting them, I'm just saying it would be helpful to know what they're like, why they're doing things in the order they are, but it's part of the game, so it's fine. So I was starting to say earlier, and I kind of lost track a little bit, but so we can trade. You obviously can trade, but you can't trade for gold. So I can't just say like, oh, I'm gonna make a surplus of, you know, stone or a surplus of furniture. Like I can't just drop a bunch of these trees and start cranking out furniture. And then I got family. Why? Why are those two there? And he's here. Once this house is built, we'll see if that sorts it out. If not, like these two and these two are... I mean, I'm not trying to make a social commentary here, but, you know, in the interest of expanding my settlement, certain people should be living with certain other people. Okay, there's an 8-year-old girl there. Okay, that's a couple. They should be having a kid soon. We got these two guys living here. Alright, I'm going to put a house down. Now, typically I would want some variety for aesthetics, but I'll tell you what, I do not care about aesthetics for this particular game. For this particular round, I guess I should call it map? Competition? I don't know what to call it. Oh, we already have that marked? Sweet. Okay, great. So I may... I don't know. I don't know if I want to just bring the road up around this, because we're eventually going to come over here. I think I'll put the clay pit and what's the other one? I keep thinking salt. It's not the salt mine. There is a salt mine in this game, but sand. Clay pit and sand pit. I hope I can get... This is a little bit on an angle, so I don't know if it'll work. I could always put them down here, but I don't really want to because that's where I put this circle, and I don't want to steal any of that if possible. But what we may end up doing is putting city in here and then bring a road around to come over to this side. I could probably build a tunnel through here. I thought about putting an iron mine here because we're going to need a ton of iron. We're going to be going through tools like crazy. Speaking of sitting here not making tools, but we're going to put somebody here. They are going to initially make some linen. Do we have any leather yet? We've got some. Yes. Oh, this is sweet. Okay. Now, where's the rest of our storage? We haven't made any other storage, so what gives? Oh no, 1200 will be plenty. I thought that went up by hundreds. Um, I remember flax. Don't you remember seeing like a ton of flax in storage somewhere? Okay, and we need somebody to be a teacher so that our kids can start heading there. And flax would only be in this kind of storage. I didn't build storage down here for these guys yet. That's bizarre. That's not. Yeah, maybe somebody took it with them to the shadow realm when they passed on. Oh, maybe, okay, they just got it there that quickly. I'm slow. Sorry, everyone. It was already here. The person walked that distance. Boy, I should have done that roof type, since all these are the lighter roof type. That would have looked snazzy. Okay, the iron's low, but let him get a few more, and then we'll convert more. What do we have, like 30-ish? 50. Sweet. Alright. I am going to put another, not a dirt road. Boy, I'm getting ahead of my brain here. We'll put a stockpile there. Let's check out our population here. Okay, 2 dudes, a woman and a young man, a couple with a baby, a couple with a young girl. Okay, we got a 10-year-old girl here and a 24-year-old boy. We are going to try this little trick. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Is that a glitch? I don't know. I don't know what just happened. But in any event, once this house is built, then there should be a couple split off of one of these boys, and maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we're good now. Okay. Alright. Grab some more of that. Okay, so... Oh dear. Thank you for the alert. I typically don't need those alerts, but today I'm... You know what it is? I think I'm still reeling from that starvation issue that we had earlier. So hopefully we can get some more food up here and be good to go. Do I want to just make leather coats, or do I want to see, do we have, now we have enough flax again. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more linen. We'll stretch that leather as far as we can. Okay, sorry, this episode, I'm going to try to keep these around 20 minutes. But since we're going to year 50, JS said we're going to have to cut a lot. And I thought, no, we don't need to cut. You know, everything will be fine. But I think there was some wisdom in what he said. So I'm going to end this one here and tune in for the next one here in a day or two. Thanks for your time and attention. Thanks.